Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is a series in which I talk about politics, and this might not be the best time for this video, but at the same time, this is my YouTube channel. Are Elizabeth Warren supporters gonna find this YouTube channel? Unlikely. So, I'm sorry. Okay, until of course, Twitter clips. Until Elizabeth Warren makes up her mind and endorses Bernie Sanders, right? I will not like her. And if she does that, I will still not like her, but I will appreciate her moves in a vital time, and it's definitely something good. So here's the thing. She has to make a choice. She entered politics because of Joe Biden. Because of a dislike of Joe Biden's politics, that is why she became a senator. So if she decides, I'm going to let Joe Biden be president, that is a narcissistic, disgusting, cruel thing to do, and it's going to result in the deaths of thousands of people. Because, I'm going to be tough on him from the Senate, and like, if that's her plan, fuck her, right? If she endorses Biden or doesn't endorse Bernie, here's the thing, she has to endorse Bernie. If she doesn't, she's garbage. Like, she's already at this point garbage, but she can salvage that and actually endorse Bernie and get good things done. And if that happens, it's one of those things where I judge people on the totality of their records. I judge people on what they've done in summary. Do I agree with everything Bernie Sanders has done? No, but the totality of him as a person is what I agree with most. He is a beautiful human being, and he's done 95% good things. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's how you have to judge people. And Elizabeth Warren, at this point, she's done some good stuff, right? But currently, the totality of her efforts is being extremely negative, and it's causing nearly irreparable harm. And if Biden gets the nomination and loses to Trump, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Just thinking about it enrages me. So she was on Rachel Maddow's show, and she said some stupid fucking garbage, and I'm just going to play this clip and respond.
It's a particular problem with Sanders' supporters.
It is. I mean, and it just is. It's just a factual question. And it is. And that's something I think that...
Have you ever talked with Senator Sanders about that?
I have.
What was that conversation like?
It was short. But, yeah, we've talked about it. But I think it's a real problem.
Does he not share your view that he's responsible?
Okay, so here's the thing. I've had Kamala Harris people, you know the K-Hive. I've had Kamala Harris people tell me to kill myself because I'm too poor to live. I've had Joe Biden people tell me that sexual predators are cool, actually. And that, sure, maybe you've been assaulted. Maybe you're very, very worried about having a sexual predator try to go up against another sexual predator. And, but that you just gotta get over it. Vote for the sexual predator to stop it. I've had I've had Mayor Pete supporters yell at me. When I was canvassing in South Carolina, I had a Mayor Pete supporter just open the door and I grew up in the Soviet Union. I would never vote for Bernie Sanders, and then slam the door in my face. There's toxic supporters of every fucking candidate. There's evil. She was in a rich mansion, by the way, so I don't feel bad for her whatsoever. But there's evil people in every camp, right? But the thing is, it's not that they're finding evil people in the Bernie camp. I mean, there are, of course, there are, but that's not what they're shining the light on. They're shining the light on correcting misinformation. For example, someone posts an inaccurate statistic, and someone just responds with an accurate statistic and is maybe a little snarky. I think that's the big problem, is that these people don't understand sarcasm, and it's really just and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And of course, it's constantly, Trump is so bad, and we're gonna have to. Remember when Hillary Clinton said in 2016, when they go low, we go high. Remember that shit? She lost. That is a losing strategy. When they go low, you fucking fuck them up. That's the winning strategy. That's why Trump won. because he harnessed the anger, the factual anger of the working and poor classes, and he used them for his nefarious purposes. Now, you can't just tell people whose family members have died because they didn't have health insurance, right? You can't just tell them, you gotta get in line. You're being so toxic. Yeah, sure, I know the industry that I work for and promote on a daily basis killed members of your family for no reason, and there's no logical reason why this happened, and if not for selfish and greed, your mother would still be alive, but guess what? You're being mean to me. You posted a factual study on the amount of people that we help murder on a yearly basis. How dare you? I just want to use Twitter in peace. I just want to talk to my fellow check markers, and I don't want to be reminded that the work I'm doing is killing innocent people. What? How dare you? I hate these people. Anyway, let's continue.
For the behavior of supporters?
You know, I shouldn't speak for him. It's something he should speak for himself on. But I do think it's something that we need to reckon with in our political discourse in particular, because this is what politics...
Here's the thing. You can tell this bitch was raised as a Republican. You can tell this bitch was raised in wealth. This is the thing. When Bernie Sanders got up on that stage in Brooklyn on February 19th, I think, or maybe it was the 20th of last year, and he said, I know where I came from. That is the thing. That is what resonates the most, is if you grow up in a poor family, not knowing if you can eat before you go to bed, not knowing if you'll be able to keep the lights on, that remains with you for the rest of your life. Elizabeth Warren has always been a wealthy scumbag. She's always had everything taken care of for her, right? Like, she's not into this because she wants to help people. She's into this because she wants to seem like she's getting things done, or whatever the fuck. She has no visceral, real understanding of what it's like to grow up or be poor in America or any other country. She is a taken care of, well-off scumbag. If you are in a situation where you lose members of your family because they didn't have health insurance, where you've gone weeks without eating because you just can't afford it. Like, if you're in that situation, damn right you're going to be angry. Damn fucking right. And you have a right to be angry. That's the thing. These people want to gaslight you and say, oh, you're being so rude. Oh, how dare you? Oh, like, go fuck yourself. Like, and that's what I have to say. Elizabeth Warren is in a crucial position. She can endorse Bernie, and she can be a good, for this election cycle, she can do good. But every single day that she stays in the race, obviously she dropped out, but like every single day that she stays in this neutral position, I should say, is cementing that more and more people are going to die for no reason. And you can tell, just based on this interview clip, and based on her not endorsing Bernie sooner or now, you can tell how far removed she is from the actual poor and suffering people in this world. And you can tell, based on Bernie's campaign, how grounded he is. Because like he said himself, he knows where he came from. So let me continue this.
Politics about is to get out and put your ideas out there, and people choose sides, people vote, people say, I'm holding a sign for her, I'm holding a sign for him. That is part of what we do. But what underlies that is a fundamental human decency and respect for each other. An understanding that nobody tries to put somebody's family at risk or somebody personally at risk because they disagree with you on the politics of it.
This is the thing, is it's all just politics. Oh, we're just talking about ideas. Oh, like she should go on Dave Rubin's show or something. Like, it's not just politics. 68,000 families every year lose a loved one because they were just slightly too poor to afford going to a doctor. 68,000. I've been in this situation. Now I have to live for the rest of my life without a mother just because a health insurance industry decided, she's not worth it. They wrote her off, and now I'm, again, the rest of my life. It's not like, oh, I'll just be nice and then bring her back from the dead a few months from now. Like, no, she is, like, no longer in my life for the rest of my life. And that's what, again, Elizabeth Warren has no grounded understanding of. She has no idea what it's like to lose a loved one just because they were slightly too poor. Slightly. They just didn't meet the threshold. And that's what they don't understand. It's like, oh, we're not trying to kill you. We just want to starve you of resources until you die. Like, that's the thing. If you don't support a universal healthcare system, you are de facto saying, I am okay with people dying. That's what, like, even if Bernie Sanders doesn't get, hypothetically, he doesn't get Medicare for All passed, and we have to compromise in that disaster scenario, he's at least fighting for a position that prevents people from dying. That's the point. You want to, like, politics isn't like a team, like, oh, we're gonna play football. Like, it's not like that. It's real people. And then of course she has like everyone surrounding her in support of the drone war, and like her foreign policy is awful, and she like waited a week to like even mention the coup in Bolivia in any capacity, and she didn't even mention that it was a coup. It's like she doesn't care about normal people. And again, if she wants to endorse Bernie, I'll accept her and her supporters, but like seriously, it's just fundamentally just painful to listen to this.
Because they see the policy different, because they don't support your candidate and they support some other candidate. No. And if we follow that same kind of politics of division that Donald Trump follows, that notion of, he draws strength from tearing people apart.
Okay, keep in mind, Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. Like, oh, we shouldn't do the thing that won the last election. Let's do the same thing that we did the last election and just hope it works. Gee golly gosh! Ooh. So stupid. So stupid.
From demonizing people, from saying, oh, those are bad people, and that's kind of how they draw their strength. It's not who I want to be as a Democrat. It's not who I want to be as an American. And to the extent I have any power to control that, I do what I can, and I call on others to do the same. And I think we have to have some accountability around that.
I fucking hate her. Again, caveat, if she endorses Bernie, I'll try to be nice. Like, I saw this tweet, like, if Elizabeth Warren endorses Bernie Sanders, I promise to pretend that she's Native American. I promise! But, like, seriously, like, just the fundamental lack of understanding of how politics affects real people. It's psychopathic. You can tell this bitch does not give a fuck about you. You can tell, just judging on how she speaks. She doesn't care about you. She never has. She never will. All she cares about is getting her name on that little policy piece of paper. That's all she cares about. That's all she'll ever care about. And it's just fucking disgusting. It's just, I fucking hate it.